Ladies and gentlemen, the long-awaited, highly anticipated goalkeeper, all-metro, possibly all-state, but state champion from O'Fallon Township, the keeper of the moment, Brynn Boring. Did I get it right?
Yep.
All right. Usually I don't do it. I'm a one-shot, one-goal whale. But man, and so if we could just take a moment. Congratulations to you. What a magnificent season. Holy moly.
Thank you.
Yes. Now, did you wish upon a star early in the season, or did you set some goals and it just kept rolling? Or how could you get to where you got?
Oh, for sure. Like, at the beginning of the season, that was my main goal in the back of my mind, was a state championship. Because I knew we had the talent and we wanted to get it done, all of us.
Wow. And under full disclosure, you just graduated your sophomore year.
Yes.
I mean, that's kind of like, is that a rookie? You've been playing for quite a little while, I think, huh?
Yes, since I was 3.
So, Brynn, this is the first time I've ever met a Brynn.
Yeah, it's not a very common name. It's becoming more popular, but definitely when I was born, there was not a lot of us around.
All right, then. And do you have any do you have anything to do with the Scott Air Force Base or the defense industry or something?
My dad does work on Scott Air Force Base. He's not military, but
yeah,
he worked there.
Yeah, it's a major employer for sure. Yeah, and I didn't know nothing from nothing, and I went over there and my jaw dropped at just the magnificence of that whole community township. I mean, it's really something. Really, yeah. And I got to meet the coach, and man, I only knew what I read in the newspaper. But you all have, first of all, you all got running water over there, right?
Oh, yeah. I don't know what happened in the past couple of years, but we have definitely boomed in the soccer program.
Yeah. And that's what I was wanting, if you would allow us to gain insight over.
I don't have a clue.
Okay. Well, how your training, like somebody just mentioned the other day about, is it your nature or were you nurtured? And as far as your goalkeeper, I can sense right off, sister, you are a very competitive, very nice young lady. And hats off to you and your parents and everyone who's helped you along your way. But are you a training? You focus on your training and the standards that you have set for yourself, non-negotiable.
Yes, I definitely focus a lot on training, and I have a lot of trainers to thank for where I am right now, for sure.
Well, you gotta shout them out, sister.
My club trainers are, the past year I worked with Erin. I'm honestly not sure of her last name, but I love her. She's funny. She's very sarcastic, and she's very fun to work with. I've worked a little bit with Brian Woodward. I don't know if you know who that is.
No.
Then at high school, I work with our assistant coach, Dave, and he's just the best.
Wow. So the guy that you know that around your area is well known. Tell us a little something about him if you care to.
About Dave?
I think so. That's the guy. Number
Uh,
two.
he's just he's just a fun guy to work with. He's kind of like very fun loving. He's in every drill. He plays with us. He's super competitive, and we all love him.
Uh huh. So is that so? It's all mostly focused on the club and the high school, or do you go outside for personal goalkeeping training?
I've never really gone outside to do personal training because with club, I'm there like all the time. I practice 3 times a week, and games on the weekends. So I don't really have time
Yeah,
for personal training. And in high school, it's a grind. It's every single day you're at high school.
right on, right on. Yeah, and have you sat back and take a breath to say there's different types of styles and methodologies and so forth about goalkeeping. So it's not like you're focused only on the way you were taught and that's the only way you're going to play and this and that. Are you open for a goalkeeping education?
Oh, for sure. I love getting tips from my coaches that make me better as a player and a person. And I really appreciate it when they give that to me.
Yeah. Could you understand that if it wasn't a two-way street, that, you know, it would be a brush off? You say, this guy doesn't know nothing.
Yeah. And
Oh,
I don't appreciate being around those people, so I definitely don't try to be that person.
oh, wonderful, wonderful. Wow, what an incredible answer that was. And what happens on that is you're well certified Hall of Fame, Brynn. I mean to tell you, oh, that's magnificent, man. You checked all the boxes for the being an all Metro 2025 goalkeeper, baby. I guarantee. Way to go, way to go.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. Man, your parents done a good job. You got other sisters and brothers and so forth, siblings?
I have 2 older sisters, and my oldest sister was actually on the 2021 stage here at O'Fallon.
Wow. Well, you may want to thank them on behalf of Wales Certified because they've done a good job with you.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, I don't know if you have ever sat down, or are you a, I got to ask you, are you a coffee drinker?
I'm not.
Okay. Do you are a lemonade drinker? What is your favorite drink to relax around?
Yeah, I drink lemonade or tea or something like that.
Okay. Did you ever think goalkeepers are born or made?
I think a little bit of both.
All right, then. That's a good answer. Good answer. Because that's the whole thing of man, you got to love what you're doing.
For
And,
sure.
yeah. And did you get goosebumps and stuff when you said, you woke up saying, today's the day. I'm going to do it today. And just everything fell in, totally focused, moved just right, clear thinking, just solid decision making, and be able to do the technique, the technical. Have you ever been in that zone, sister?
Yeah, the game is all mind. You have to be calm while you're playing, or else it's just probably not going to go your way.
Beautiful, beautiful. So you're, far as numbers, you're young, but far as maturity, goalkeeper maturity, you're really getting into some real goalkeeping. Far as you're the 11th person, and you're if you ever heard of a guy named Franz Hook, he talks about being a goal player.
Yeah.
You ever hear of this guy?
I have not heard of him.
All right. Well, you're probably a Googleologist, and that's a word I just made up. Everybody tells me to Google. So the deal is that this cat, he's a friend of mine. He's kind of like the godfather of goalkeeping, and he's the one that made the sweeper keeper type of thing.
Ooh, yeah, I do know.
Yeah. Okay. So he's talking about that you don't have 10 players plus a goalkeeper. You have 11. That we are the goal player. We are all in the whole deal from the get-go. Nothing. We're always part of the game.
Yes, I totally agree with that.
Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful. So you spend a lot of time with your siblings and friends to kick that ball around. You get a lot of touches on your foot, and you understand the value of all that.
Mm-hmm. At high school practice, they always make me do all the passing and dribbling drills and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And so if you were to give a little tutor or a little tip about younger girls coming up, saying, girls, this is what I would recommend. The 3 things that I would recommend you do that we all do, and then you can do you.
That we all do at high school?
Yeah, freshmen are coming in as a freshman.
Yeah. The number one thing is that we're all a big family. We all appreciate each other, and if you're not gonna come in ready to like make friends and be friends with all of your teammates, that's not gonna work. The second thing is you gotta work hard. High school is fluid. You might get placed on JV at the beginning of the season, but if you work hard, you can make your way up to varsity, and that's another big thing Jude preaches to us. And then the third thing is just have fun. High school is so much fun, and it's really sad whenever it's over. Like, we all go into this depression for a little bit.
Yeah. You're West Certified Hall of Fame forever. Infinity. Yes, you're the first one that's ever been, Brynn, a West Certified, if everybody pronouncing it right, Infinity?
Yes.
Yes. You're there. I mean to tell you, sister, gosh, just around the world, you would cross all the boxes. You one of the best people around, man. I mean, you've learned your lessons well.
Thank you.
Yeah. And, well certified, they're going to take you, that's what you know. And so that old story, you don't know what you don't know, well, now you know. And you know a lot. And, you can't stop, man, so come tomorrow, starts the 1st of July, there's a whole new, you got to elevate yourself, right, sister?
Yep.
Do you have somebody talk to you about it, or you thought about the plan, the summer plan?
Not really.
Okay. Is there a particular tactic or technique? Learn how to better communicate, how to develop the mindset, how to positive self-talk or anything. Is there anything you're going to say, hey, I'm going to accomplish this for my summer?
Honestly, for my summer, I've not been doing that much. Right after state, I started club soccer for a little bit, and that's kind of shut down now. I just got back from vacation, so now I'm kind of like in relaxation mode. You know what I mean?
Yeah, very nice. Yes, you need that, man. And you have found that the pangs and the pains of your body needs to heal, huh?
Oh, for sure. Time off is definitely something we all need. Our bodies need it.
Yeah. And far as your mind too. I mean, you've been a thinker. It could the pressure and so forth that outwardly or that you put on yourself. You had to learn how to deal with that puts on your mind, huh?
Yeah, it definitely puts a lot on your mind, especially like the state run. It's a lot of pressure. You have a lot of thoughts going through your head, so the time after is definitely relaxation time for your mind and your body.
Nice. There's always time. Now, as far as you have those three people that come through your life to help you in your journey to extraordinary, is there a particular website? Is there a particular book you read or somebody you follow on social media to help you with your game?
Not necessarily online. I contribute a lot of what I've learned to the people around me, my family, my teammates, my coaches. A lot of it comes from them.
Nice. Well, now, we're all together on relaxation. You need some time, relaxation. But has anybody, an agent or somebody, start throwing out those recruiting films and this and that?
Yes, recruiting has definitely started. I do a lot of my own work. I do a lot of my own emailing. I make my own videos, that kind of thing.
And that's why you're well certified, Infinity. Oh, my God. All right, well, it'll be easier to go it this way. Is there anything you don't know why you're doing, how to do? Is there anything?
There's always.
You did it again. You did it. Great answer. Oh, okay. So this is something, we talked about having FUN. This is a little something that came up, like those lightning round questions, Mm-hmm. And the first one was about the coffee and stuff. But anyway, what kind of gloves you wear?
I wear Titans.
Nice. And, well, hopefully, you'll reach out and they'll give you, you'll be, they'll support you in those things. They'll sponsor you.
Yeah, I hope. I wish.
Yeah. Well, you can do it. If anybody can do it, it's Brynn Boring. That's who I'm saying it is. How do you wear your hair when you're in goal?
I wear it all sorts of ways. During state, I had it braided most of the time. I liked how that looked, but some of the time during the season, it was just thrown up in a ponytail.
All right, then. Do you wear a headband?
No.
All right, then. A cap? You ever worn a cap?
I've not worn a cap.
All right. And how about the situation? Do you put the grease underneath your eye grease? You ever to keep the sun out?
No, I've never done that.
All right. You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yes, the eye black.
Okay. How about the boots? What kind of boots you wear?
I wear Nikes.
Okay. What color, sister?
Whatever's at the store.
That's a unique answer. Very unique.
I've had lots of colors. Doesn't really matter to me.
All right. And how do you wear your socks? Down around the ankle, mid, knee above the knee? What? How?
I usually have them above the knee, but by the end of the game, they're probably down to my ankle.
All right, then. All right. And have you found compression wear to really help you out, or do you, you know, have your skin exposed for the elements?
I usually have it pretty exposed. I don't really wear anything under my uniform.
Okay. Uh, the reason to ask you the question is that because unless you have a real technique, you can really scrape yourself out on the dirt and the grass and the astroturf and so forth. But you seem not to have that type of problem, huh?
I definitely have that problem, but you get kind of used to it.
All right, then. All right. Yeah. When I was your age, people would, what's wrong with, I would come home from practice or a game and take a shower, and the water hit my strawberries.
We've all felt that at some point.
Yeah, that's a goalkeeper. Yeah, that's the life of a goalkeeper. Okay, so you have everything nice. And when you see your sister, and if you had a conversation, do you think that every day she wakes up knowing that she was a state champion in Illinois? I mean, you carry that with you for the rest of your life?
Yes, she definitely carries it. She's been a little salty lately because her state championship, she claims they didn't get as much as we did. So she's been a little upset with me lately, but she definitely cherishes that state championship.
Oh, man, that's beautiful. So, I don't know, on this side of the river, we were told you had a car, a parade with cars and balloons and signs and everything.
Yes, we did. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And it wasn't raining. It was nice sunshine, huh?
Yep. Sunny day.
Okay. So, if you got around 5 more minutes with me?
Yes.
Oh, thanks. So, Brynn, it's not like you're the the senior member of the crew coming, the family for next season in your high school. But what about the overall thing? Do you see people coming back? They're coming back that they are friends of yours, and you're their friends, and they're your friends, and you still keep the family? Or is it going to be brand new, or how do you envision?
It won't be brand new. I think we're returning 10 varsity players. But it's definitely going to be a lot different. That senior group we had this year, they were all amazing, really great people, really great players. So it's going to be hard to replace, but I don't think the family atmosphere ever goes away. Judasac does a really good job of keeping that together.
Nice. And has anybody from other schools saying, you got passes last year, but we're going to get you this year? Anything like that?
I'm sure they're all thinking it. After you win a state championship, there's definitely a target on your back, and it's a high honor to beat a team that won state. So everyone's definitely going to bring the A game against us.
Wonderful, wonderful. And that whole story is that I want you to know that I know that you know, and I hope you accept. But Whale Certified wants to be along that journey to extraordinary, and to be able to reach out to you just for a moment or two, or have someone tell you, you tell somebody and they tell me to talk about the season and what's happening when you're playing. Because, I mean, Fallon Township isn't leaving, and you all have some great family news, and I would like to be able to promote that.
Oh, for sure.
All right, then. So, I hope I passed the audition.
You definitely did.
All right, then. So, it's a custom here, Brynn, is to say whatever you want to say to who you ever want to say it to for as long as you want to say it for. This is your opportunity.
Okay. I definitely want to thank everyone in my family. My mom and dad. They've been driving me around since I was 3, obviously. They've been hauling everywhere across the country to watch me play, and that's awesome, and I appreciate them so much. They kickstarted this. And then my sisters, they definitely inspired me to play soccer, for sure. Watching them when I was little, I kept telling my parents all the time that I wanted to play. So they started me super early. Get her out of the house. Definitely my coaches. Coach Judisak, I mean, what a guy. We all love him. He is such a great coach. And it shows, obviously. And then all the other coaches, Dave, Lindsay, Dipple, our athletic trainer, Christian, I mean, they're all amazing. For sure. My teammates, we all did it together. It wasn't just one person. It was a family, and we all got it done.
Amen. Man, it's inspiring. It's inspiring to listen to it. And so, because you're in the Wales Certified Affinity, that no matter what, you're there. You're in it. You can't, And so the story is you always have a home here. All right?
All right.
All right, then. So help me with it's O'Fallon Township. What's your mascot?
Panthers.
Okay, help me out here. What'd you say?
The Panthers.
The Campers?
The Panthers.
Oh, the Panthers. Oh, all right, then. Yes. Holy cow, the Panthers. Oh, no wonder, man. Wow. Yeah, the O'Fallon Township Panthers. I mean, I tell you, sister, we're going to hear a lot. And so the best in all you do. And if I could have Wales Certified could never do anything for you, it's kind of like an extension of your family. You know, blood's thicker than water. And so you always have Wales Certified over here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been one. I mean, she's the first one. And I don't know, you got to be overly top flight to get into the Wales Certified Affinity. Holy cow, baby. So very, very nice to have met you, and wish you and your family and team and the best, the Panthers. Okay?
Thank you. You as well.
All right, then. So you're Wales Certified. This has been Wales Certified, and you too can be Wales Certified if you try.